season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Hooker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Hooker on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want to play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Hawk 70, go!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Hooker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 26 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start by running the option to the right. Down the sideline he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself. They suspected it was a power play up the... at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at an all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Fields. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. miss for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Nevis knocks this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Hooker. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here we go. Good.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go quickly here out to Moore. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime the ball thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Mevis knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hooker to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Throw left side, complete. complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Williams, a man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
After the sack, you could understand it maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Fields on 1st down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
Herbert powering up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Read option. Here's Herbert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Fields now to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Herbert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
If you think about it right now in this season opener, it's 3rd and goal. Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Hooker. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, son.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, 10. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays getting into the offensive backfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hooker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Gibbs on the toss left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
St. Brown in motion right.
Mustang 19.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Finds Gibbs on a check down. Touchdown! Jameer Gibbs. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for two.
Cowboy 80.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Well, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 71 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there and just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
On first down, it's Fields. This pass complete to Higgins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 31, here's second and 9. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball with it. Amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Fields. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Herbert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Here we go, sir.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Here we go, son.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Go.
Now Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bradley Chubb in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Ready.
Throwing. Hooker. Wide open receiver complete. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. St. Brown motioning left.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A give left side here for Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Hooker to throw it.
At the 16-yard line.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurt.
Looking to throw. Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Stop low, 18. Go.
They'll go for it. Hooker. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Ready, set.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division